Hey, we're back again for another Big Hunt Guys podcast. This past weekend, we had the opportunity to attend the Total Archery Challenge event in Park City. We got to shoot some bows and sit down with some of the folks that friends of ours in the industry, got to kind of bend their ear and have some great conversations. One of those conversations we had was with Jess and Steve Lauder from Way Up West Outdoors. You guys can check out their Instagram page or their YouTube page. They have some films coming up, and we had a great conversation here. I got a good chance to talk to those guys. Before we get started into that conversation, we wanted to plug a current promotion that we have going on. You guys can use the promo code PODCAST if you're looking to sign up for our map app. That's Explorer. So if you're just looking to get those apps, both on your desktop and then to use in the field on your phone, you can use that promo code PODCAST, and you're actually going to get 20 points back to our goHUNT gear shop. So 1 point is $1, so that's $20 that you can use towards the purchase of any equipment that you want in the gear shop. Similarly, if you're looking to sign up for the Insider Research platform, where you're going to get all the draw odds, the filtering, as well as the map app, you can still use that promo code PODCAST, and that's good for 50 points. So that's $50 that you use towards equipment in the goHUNT gear shop. It's a killer deal. Use that promo code PODCAST. Get yourself some new gear. Get a killer membership, either the map app or the Insider Research platform. Get ready to go into the field. So with that, let's dive in and let's talk to Way Up West Outdoors. That's Jess and Steve Lauder.
I got to make sure I push record way early because I went through a whole podcast.
Oh my God.
We had Dirk on from Phelps.
His eyes got this big with like the last 20 seconds, and he
we're
looked at me.
We're probably in like an hour, and I looked down,
no.
and I look at Cheryl, and I said, "Dude, we got nothing."
Oh no.
I really, really messed up.
Oh.
But thank God we had this camera rolling, so we just took the audio from the camera. It wasn't as good, but it
good
worked.
enough.
It worked.
Yeah. It saved it.
I don't even know if the Phelps guys know that, but now that the cat's out of the bag, I really forgot to record that one, Dirk.
Sorry, Dirk.
So you know.
Our bad.
Yes.
All right, you want me to jump in?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, everybody, we are back. We got it, another installment of the Big Hunt Guys podcast.
Big Hunt.
You like that?
I like that.
Big Hunt Guys and Gals.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
I like And it.
For mixed company.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so we're back at a podcast. We're in Park City. We're shooting the TAC event up here, and we got a couple special guests that we asked to jump on with us today, and it's Jess and Steve Slaughter.
Close enough.
Slaughter.
That'll
Yeah.
work.
I like
That
that.
is a
Slaughter.
sweet-
That is a sweet name.
That would be a sweet one, Slaughter.
I told them they should change that to Slaughter.
Yeah, the Slaughter couple.
Yeah.
Hell
So you
yeah.
guys haven't.
It's got a ring.
I first, I think I became aware of you just through your Instagram page, and then we met at the Hunt Expo.
Yeah, I was.
back in February.
Yeah, back in February. I was really sober when I met you.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
Oh, good.
Don't worry about it.
Good.
You're equally as charming right now.
Oh,
so.
good.
Yeah, but we asked you guys just to jump on a podcast and just kind of find out more about you. I follow along with your Instagram page, and like I said, I hit you guys up and said, we just want to talk hunting and kind of see what you guys are all about. So where are you guys from?
Are you gonna talk? Are you gonna do all the talking this time? Yeah, go ahead. Start it off. We live in Idaho Falls,
Okay.
so southeast Idaho.
Born and raised. Sounds like you're from Idaho Falls.
I'm from Western Idaho, a little
Okay.
tiny town called New Plymouth.
Gotcha.
Wouldn't recommend visiting.
No?
No.
Nothing?
Keep driving on the freeway.
Is Western, Eastern Idaho? I mean, is there some divide there?
Different. It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, it's just different. Yeah, culture for sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And where are you from, Steve?
I'm from California.
Cali,
I try not to tell people that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Our neighbors in this house.
They're from California.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
they-
from California.
They heard they do perfume.
Yeah,
Sounds
he's
about right.
a perfume entrepreneur,
Yeah.
which sounds like a pretty sick job.
Yeah, I grew up in Northern California until I was about 19.
Okay.
So.
And then you moved to Idaho? Or?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. And what do you guys do?
Go for it. You start us off.
Yeah.
I am a dental hygienist by day.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And I work at a national laboratory. There's it's hard to describe. It's a government facility. I'm a
Top
security,
secret?
basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Can't tell you about the aliens.
Come on.
Yeah.
Tell us.
I'm a security guard
what are
out
you
there.
doing over there?
I'll tell you after the podcast.
We got to get some more beers in this guy.
Yeah, I told my alien story on the last podcast. I'll tell you later.
I would love to hear that.
Yeah, are you into that alien
Yeah,
stuff?
a little bit.
Yeah, I've got like a first-hand encounter, so I'll tell you all about it.
He was abducted is my theory.
Right?
He was abducted and now he's back and now he's an alien.
Yeah. Sounds pretty legit.
Yeah, for sure. So you guys have an Instagram page. It's Way Up West Outdoors.
Yep.
And how'd you come? I mean, what's with the name? What's with the what is it about?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Why do you keep saying go for it?
Yeah, I talked too much last time. I don't
No,
know.
I made him nervous
He's
about this
gun-shy
one.
now.
Yeah, he's gun shy.
He's a chatty Cathy.
He is a chatty Cathy on Jordan's podcast. On
Yeah.
Jay
Jordan
Bud's
Bud's podcast.
Yeah.
He just went off. On
Those
it.
two, it was
Shout
like
out
I
Jay Bud.
wasn't even there. I was like,
Unbelievable.
I was
this
like, okay,
guy.
guys, I'm just gonna take my headset off and you guys can just talk.
No
stuff.
manners.
Yeah, so rude. Way Up West Outdoors. Yeah, we started this 3 years ago.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Just wanted to share what we do. I don't know, just fun to document it. And
Have you guys been hunting for your whole life? Both of you?
Yeah. Yeah, I grew up hunting kind of like the typical road hunting with my dad growing up in California. California hunting sucks. The
Right.
duck hunting is pretty good, but so I was a pretty avid duck hunter. And then once I got to Idaho, big game became definitely central focus.
Mm-hmm.
And now I don't hunt ducks anymore.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we're busy in October and
Yeah.
November now.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's the same when I grew up in Iowa. Like, there's a ton of waterfowl hunters, and like I just whitetail hunted. I never waterfowl hunt. I still to this day have never shot a duck or anything.
Never?
No, and it's like I just always been focused on hunting. It's like I don't know if I can do both.
Yeah.
Too much time.
Yeah.
After like
I like to
August,
stay focused.
yeah,
right?
August, September, November, and then it's like duck season, and you're pretty well done. I mean,
Right.
it's 3 months at big game, and
Yeah.
And that shit is expensive.
Yeah.
duck
Like
hunting-
decoys,
yeah.
I have
Oh, yeah.
buddies. I'm like, how much? He's like, yeah, this is like $3 or $4 or $5 grand. I'm like, what? For decoys?
Yeah, they dump a lot of money.
Holy
Those
shit.
goose spreads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to Kansas in March, me and Brady, and did a little 3D hunt. And it was incredible, just the amount of effort and money and time and dogs and the whole thing. I mean, it was awesome. I mean, it was cool to see those giant flocks of snow geese come in, and I could see how guys geek out in.
Yeah. We have some buddies that are hardcore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They kill a lot of snow geese.
Yeah.
Yeah, we killed 60 some geese that first day. I mean,
That's
there was
crazy.
between the 5 of us or whatever, there were geese just falling from the sky. It was cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fun hunt.
Yeah.
It is fun.
Yeah, it was a riot. So you guys got into you both big game hunted then?
Yeah.
You've always big game hunted as well, Jess?
Yeah, so my dad lived in Eastern Oregon, I lived in Idaho, so I basically just followed him around in the woods until he moved to Idaho, and then I got my hunter safety when I was like 15. So I grew up in the woods just following.
Okay.
And then fell in love with it. I actually didn't know if I wanted to hunt. I always tagged along, and then I had my own tag, and I didn't know if it was for me. And then I killed my first buck, and I was like, oh yeah, this is for me. I like this.
Yeah.
So how old would you have been?
15.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then after that, you just kind of had the fever.
Yeah, had the fever, and then I ran cross country in the fall, so my dad rifle hunted, so October was when he hunted, and that was like state qualifier races and those kinds of things, and so I never really got to go. I got like a deer hunt, and then a week at elk camp, and then went to college and had the itch the entire time and knew that it just had to wait.
Did it kind of take off for you then in your 20s? Did you feel like you took it to a next level?
Yeah,
at
yeah,
that
for
point?
sure. Especially when we got together. It was
Yeah,
like,
how'd you guys meet?
you want the real story?
Yes.
The real,
I hope it
or
is.
the one
Gotta be
that,
good.
Has to be a good one.
or the one that we just tell everybody.
No, the
Yeah.
real
The
one
real
for
one.
sure.
We met on Tinder.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, I met my
Hey.
girlfriend on Hinge.
Swipe right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I
Haven't
was
heard
on
of it.
Hinge.
Is that a new one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
met on Hinge. Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it works.
Works.
Yeah,
It's the middle of hunting season. I met her right before hunting season started, and then ghosted her for like 2 months.
that's all right. I
Yeah.
was busy.
Hunting season ended, and then I texted her again.
You probably understood though, right? As a hunter.
Yeah, I was in my
you
last
got
year
it.
at dental hygiene school. I was very busy. So
When you guys met, did you kind of connect through hunting? Was that, initially a conversation piece that
Oh,
you
yeah.
kind of
Yeah, for
connected
sure.
with?
well, I don't know. I think you all have my partner, my spouse. I want these qualities, and I was like, I need to marry a hunter because I want to do that, and I want to
Right.
do all the badass things and kill elk and deer. And so I was like, that'd be embarrassing if I married a guy that I had
Yeah.
to leave every fall
Might
to go
be.
hunting. I don't know. It might be
Reverse
better
roles.
though. I don't know because we have 2 of everything.
Yeah, it gets really expensive really fast.
Yes, I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
Right.
My
Yeah.
God,
You get 1 new bow, you get 2 new bows.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a lot of gear.
Yeah.
Yes.
A
Oh.
lot of gear.
Yes. Which
Yeah.
is why we don't have kids.
Yep.
Yep.
Just-
Yeah.
Kids are too expensive.
Yeah.
So do you guys hunt together primarily, or do you hunt
Oh, yeah.
solo?
Both.
I do a little bit of solo hunting.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever get sick of each other?
That's
and
what I
you're
was
like,
gonna ask.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you guys get in fights? Like,
Oh, yeah.
You're
Oh, yeah.
around each other all the time. Then you go out hunting. And you're like, God damn it.
And you
Oh, yeah.
haven't showered in 9 days. You're just like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, getting in the
Yeah.
tent, getting in
Yeah.
the tent together, and it's
Yeah.
nice. To
Yeah,
smell
what
it.
is that dynamic
It's
like?
different.
I can't imagine.
We
I
know
mean,
each other on a different level.
I
Like,
bet.
it's just,
Right.
We've talked about it. It's like the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
get, like you lose an animal or you think you're gonna lose an animal, you're there for it, and then when you find the animal, you're there for it, and like everywhere in between, it's
Right.
it's cool.
Yeah,
it's
it's
cool to
different.
share.
Who yells at who most?
I don't.
Steve.
It's pretty.
Steve is fucking laying it down. He's like, God damn it.
no way.
What are you doing?
Not a
I
chance.
told you that was a fucking bad idea.
There's not a lot of yelling. It's more of me just not speaking to him.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
when I get pissed, I hike slow.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's my punishment.
you don't
Yeah.
hike angry and like.
No, I'm
blow
like,
out?
fuck you. You're gonna
Oh.
wait for me.
We're trying to get somewhere, and I'm sitting there waiting for her. That's how I know she's
Gotcha.
mad. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because I kind of look at hunting. It's like, oh, I can kind of get away, kind of
Yeah.
refresh and
Yeah.
go back. And I'm like, oh, I really miss my girlfriend and everything. But
Yeah.
it's nice to kind of get away and just be by yourself a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. He does like
Yeah.
a spring bear trip every year by
Yeah.
himself, and then,
Yeah.
we go a decent amount, like alone,
Right.
I guess. I
Yeah.
killed my antelope by myself this year.
Mhm.
That was cool. He was at work. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stay home.
No.
So why would I do that?
Yeah.
He was in the top secret
He
laboratory.
was, yeah, he was at the secret place. Yeah.
He's probably
Yeah.
making COVID and shit.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely.
No comment.
He did it.
He did it. We're all blaming you, Steve. In the lab.
Yeah.
Uh,
He goes shed hunting quite a bit by himself. Like
Nice.
he works like a rotating, like shift work schedule, so he's
Yeah.
4 on, 4 off.
It's the best part about my job.
Mhm.
I get
Yeah.
a lot of days
It's
off.
great. But sometimes it lands, and I work 3 days a week, and so sometimes it lands that we don't see each other for 3
Right.
days
Yeah.
because he's at work and I'm at work or whatever. But
Do you guys try to plan your hunts together as far as like obtaining permits and
Yeah.
draws
Yeah,
and your
yeah.
schedule? And I mean, do you guys try to carve out? I mean, are you into backpack hunting, or
Mhm.
what's your guys'
Mhm.
style of hunting, and how does
Oh.
that? No.
All the above. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've done backpack trips. We've done road hunting, and we hunt out of our camper and a little bit of everything.
this year we took my dad deep into the woods.
Yeah, you
And,
guys shot a good elk too.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
his
killed
dad
a
or her dad's bull was
stomper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Really
awesome. It was awesome. But we
Yeah.
like parked. We dumped our camper at like the bottom, and then took our razors in and loaded down with like a wall tent and a stove and coolers and cots, and so we lived pretty nice,
yeah
like away from the camper. It was
Yeah.
nice.
Right.
So
way back there.
yeah,
That was
That's
late season too, wasn't it?
No, it's
October,
it's
general.
general Idaho.
Because you guys got snow though on that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some nasty weather.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It
we
was
got
fun.
her bull. We got snow. We got a little bit of snow early, and then we went back for her bull after, and we got some. We got
Pretty
hammered.
gnarly.
Yeah,
Pretty gnarly storm.
but
So you guys mostly hunt Idaho? Do you?
Idaho, Utah, and then I've hunted Nevada a fair amount, and this will be her first year in Nevada. She got a Nevada deer tag,
Oh, very cool.
so archery.
I'm
so.
excited for that. That opens in like 18
know.
days.
Yeah.
Or something
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's
coming.
upon us.
Yeah.
It's right around
Yeah.
the corner.
Yeah, we have antelope tags starting the 15th of August. So
Where at?
in Colorado.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I've got an elk tag that starts the 20th of August, and it's just
Nice.
it's hard to believe that we're
Yeah.
already there.
We're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happens fast. Summer
Yep.
flies
Yeah.
every
I
year.
know.
Yeah.
It's like 4th of July and it's just like, all right,
It's there.
game
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like you're ready? Do you feel like you're are you good? Preparers, planners.
Yeah, I think so. We went and checked out my unit back in like late June,
Yeah.
something like that. And the first thing I said was, "Oh man, I've got to be a lot fitter to hunt here. That is
Yeah.
some
It's
big
big
country."
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I feel confident in my equipment and just gonna work hard and see what happens.
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, I feel.
Yeah, I think that's a realization. It doesn't matter how fit I feel like I am,
Yeah.
and I feel like I've been doing it due diligence.
Yeah.
Usually that first scouting trip of the summer, I hit the mountain and I start up the first hill, and I'm like, man, I
am not.
Oh,
fit.
yeah.
am not where I need to be.
Oh,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you should have seen him running a day on video. My God.
Are you running from the lightning?
was terrifying.
There's a video that Cody took of him running. I just saw it on Instagram. I showed Trevor. I said, "Dude, you run like hell."
Yeah.
he was like flailing a little
Yeah.
bit.
A little off balance.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. I went on a long run this morning. I don't ever run pavement, and it beats the hell out of my legs,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
man. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
huge difference from running dirt, so I was looking a little awkward today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Get in the
can't-
saw. We got a sauna downstairs.
Yeah,
help
saw
it.
that.
Yeah, I went in this morning for 30 minutes. It's
How was
nice.
it?
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you guys prepare for hunts? I would assume that the deeper into this you get, it seems like you guys are both pretty passionate. That was one thing when I reached out to you. I felt like we wanted to have you on just because I feel like you guys are authentic for one, and I feel like you guys are you're very passionate about hunting. So I feel like your life kind of revolves around that fall time frame.
Really
I get the feeling. So
yeah.
How do you prep? You're obviously very fit, both of you. I see you guys CrossFit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Steve's jacked.
Yeah, look at him.
Look at the guns.
We are on video, so everybody can see.
Let's see the guns.
Yeah, just give him a little flex.
A little flex.
And then I'm over here drinking a White Claw. I can already see the comments like, Neville, what are you drinking that White Claw for?
You bitch.
You bitch. They are delicious. I love White Claw.
Yeah, we do a lot of CrossFit. CrossFit's definitely the main hub of it all. But we like to do a little bit of everything. We do hike with our packs for working out, and I like to run. She does not.
I am learning to like it a little bit more. I am learning to hate it less. How about that?
Yeah.
I hate running less.
Yeah.
Kind of do a little bit. Swim, bike, mountain bike. A little bit of everything. Just stay fit in general.
Right.
So, and then we shed hunt through the spring. That's always a helpful deal. So we just stay active, really.
Yeah.
It's year round for us. We're not like, it's July, we better start getting in shape.
Yeah.
It's
a lifestyle for you.
Right.
Snowshoe through the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Boy, that'll whoop your ass.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's humbling.
Man alive.
Yeah.
That was probably one of our largest fights.
Yes.
The day I proposed to her. We're snowshoeing.
Let's hear about this.
Oh, I wanted to kill him.
Yeah.
The day you proposed, you guys were fighting.
Oh yeah. I feel like that's normal.
Yeah.
I've heard
Big
a lot of
fight.
stories.
Yeah, I was so mad.
Was it before or after the proposal?
It was before.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
She was super
and
happy
you still went
after.
ahead with it.
Yeah. Well, he was either going to leave me there or
she'd have a choice.
Him, so.
She was hiking too slow, wasn't she?
I was eating shit. So we were trying to go to these falls, and we looked and we could take this old logging road, and it looked like a pretty easy hike. And then all of a sudden we got to the cliff, and we're like, well, where?
There's no falls.
There's no falls. Where is it?
It was marked on my GPS wrong.
Yeah.
So
we're like, well, he's like, well, let's just go down here. So we're just busting off the trail, and it's just downed logs everywhere, my snowshoe. Snowshoe. I was upside down at one point.
Lincoln logs and sticks were sticking through the snowshoes, and
And Steve's trying to get you to this location. He's already got picked out.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, Come on, we got to get to this spot. I have it picked out. I have it planned out.
We're yelling at each other, and he's like, do you want to just go back to the car? And I was like, no, we're already almost here. He's like, let's just get to the river. And I was like, fine. And
it was so cold that we were planning on hanging out there eating lunch.
No.
We got our Gatorade out and our little sandwich, and it's 3 bites. We gotta get out of here.
He's like, let's take a picture, and I was like, fine, fine, hurry up. So he sets the camera up, and I call the dogs over to me, and he starts videoing it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know, so he gets the camera all set up, and I'm standing there with my trekking poles on the riverbank, and I'm just scowling, you can see it through my sunglasses. I'm just pissed. Because I think he's going to come over, and then I'm going to fake smile and, whatever. We're going to get on with our life. And he, starts walking over to me and, gets down on one knee. And I was like, what are you doing? I figured it out. But
If she said no, I was going to leave her there. So.
Yeah. He could hike faster than me, and he had the keys, so.
That's such a good memory, though, right?
Yeah.
If it went picture perfect, it wouldn't hold probably the same.
No.
Meaning.
Watching her fall down the mountain was probably the best part.
Yeah,
right.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. We never found the falls.
Nope.
Yeah,
Never.
Don't
Not
exist.
there, huh?
They don't exist.
Oh.
Damn it.
I know. Allegedly they do, but.
Yeah.
What'd you guys do for your honeymoon? Hunting trip?
No,
No.
Cancun.
I was
Fishing.
thinking
Oh, there you go. I was thinking of maybe Alaska or something cool.
Yeah.
I tried.
Tried?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, nope, I want to
She
go to the
likes
beach for
Mexico.
12 days
Yeah.
and just drink.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I do love Cancun.
oh, yep.
I've gone there a couple times, but
Love
I was
it.
about 18 years old. Woof. Watch out.
Right in your prime.
Yeah.
'Cause
That's
you can
fun.
drink when you're 18 down there, too,
Yeah.
so that was a real
That's
treat.
a wild time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I see you guys shooting your bows a lot too.
Yeah.
And you guys, I just saw the other
Yeah,
day.
you
What
just
was it you
won
won?
the-
What was it? Idaho State what?
Bow hunter, jamboree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where was that at?
Stanley.
Okay. What did it consist of? All 3D?
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's a 30 target course.
Okay.
2 arrows per target.
Is that 11?
Yeah,
11,
10.
10, 8.
Ready?
Yeah, whatever that is.
They
Yeah.
put orange dots?
Mm-mm.
No?
Nope.
So 11, 10, 8.
Mhm.
She's been trying to win it for 3 years. She
Mhm.
got second 3 years ago, second or third last year, and then she won it.
I was
this
like,
year.
if I don't win it this year, I'm hanging it up.
So
And you both won.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's really cool.
I was a shocker. I'd never even come close. So It was kind of came out of nowhere.
You were shooting good that day.
He was on
huh?
fire.
Yeah, I shot really well that day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
So what do you guys do for practice? Do you practice purposely for that type of stuff? I mean, what's your guys' like preseason practice? What does it look like for you? Like, do you guys shoot every day?
Maybe not every day, but
pretty
this summer has been a little off for us. Usually we shoot most days.
Yeah.
But we've got a target in our backyard and just reps.
Just
And then
in
we
the,
shoot-
in the backyard.
Yeah. And then we shoot 3D and stuff during the week. And
Started shooting indoor 2 years ago.
Yeah. Isn't that such a big help?
Huge.
Oh yeah, huge.
Yeah, I live in Cedar City, and our local club, when I first moved there probably 12 years ago, was fairly active through the winter, and they had like a regular 3D league, and I mean people hate shooting Vegas faces, right? So it can be so monotonous, and it's so hard. It's just repetition and form and over and over and over.
Yep.
But I think the best. I feel like I progressively have gotten maybe a little worse, even though I shoot more now than I ever have, right? I blame it on old age and eyesight, right?
I can't see a damn thing.
Yeah. But I think that was probably like at least as far as, gains and, being more accurate and really seeing improvement was when I was consistently shooting indoor, just Vegas face.
Yeah.
Because you have to do everything right. I mean,
Yes.
to hit the 10.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what is it, like a size of a dime or a
Yeah.
penny?
Yeah, the X string's about
Yeah.
the size of a dime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
insane.
a little too much back tension and you hit high, a little too much and you
right.
hit low.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really teaches you how,
Yeah, through execution,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, hinge and indoor is probably the
Biggest
biggest thing we've had for us to
Right.
increase our ability.
How long have you guys been shooting hinge?
2 years.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah.
2 years,
The year we started indoors is the year we started.
Yeah, I just started shooting it like solely this year. Like every once in a while I'll pick it up and play with it, but I was just thumb button for the most part. And then this year I just solely picked it up.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah.
Did you start with a hinge because you were trying to fix something, or did
Yeah.
you really, both of you?
Yeah. Target panic. Big time.
Got
yeah.
it bad.
Oh yeah, bad.
It helped you a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What was the
Yeah.
process like switching for you?
I didn't punch myself in the mouth.
Yeah.
That was good.
No arrow flings?
No.
I had a couple arrow flings.
Yeah.
No.
Pull back and it's like 10 yards over the target. I'm like, son of a bitch,
Yeah.
there's $30. Just throwing money out of my pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, luckily we have some really good friends back in Idaho Falls that are really, really good shooters. And so they talked us into it. And she started with a
Honey.
Carter Honey, and then I started with a True Ball Fulcrum.
Yeah.
That's
So I wanted the safety.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
So she went and punched herself in
Pull
the
back.
face.
Yeah.
I missed a couple times. I had the break and it go by my face.
Yeah.
So I haven't hit myself, but
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I switched to the Ultra View,
Mhm.
not
Yeah.
the hinge 2, but the one
The
before,
one,
the,
yeah.
the
The
little
original
brass
hinge.
one, the original hinge, and I liked it. And
Yeah.
it had the click, so which is my safety.
Right.
Do you both
So-
shoot a click?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you?
That's right, Trail. Get on it. I shoot a click too. I shoot the Ultra View.
Yeah,
The
the new
one- yeah.
the new one
No,
or the
just
yeah.
the
I tried
original
the new one. It just I liked how it felt in my hand, but it just didn't fit my hand great.
Yeah.
I like
The
the, weight of
sizes
it.
were a little bit different, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I thought I would go to a large and it felt too big. So
Yeah.
the medium, but it's just a different feel.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it's a great release, but it just
Hin-
just didn't fit my hands.
Hinges are funny. You get into a hinge, and I'm still shooting a hinge that I've been shooting for 10 years, I guess. So it's the True Ball HT Pro, the brass one.
Oh,
and
wow.
no matter how many, I've got a Fulcrum. I've had so many releases, but you buy and try, right? But
Mhm.
I keep going back to it because it's just what you're used to.
Yeah.
And some release just fits your hand. So I mean, it's like the advice people ask all the time. What hinge, right? Well, it's like, I don't know, man. Sometimes you just got to buy and try. Yeah, try different options and see what works for your hand.
Yeah.
So did you guys hunt with it?
No.
Nope.
So actually
You guys don't hunt with them?
we actually just both switched back to our wrist
Yep.
rockets.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's what we won Stanley
Really?
with was
Yeah.
our wrist rockets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We-
So
we shot
how
thumb
is that
buttons.
switching over?
awesome.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could probably hit in darts, but
Yeah.
I'd get worried.
Yeah.
I'd get nervous. I
Yeah.
get anxious
Yep.
on an animal. Because
So-
that was always the thing I noticed, like with my thumb button. Anytime I was getting nerves or anxious,
You dump it.
yeah,
Mhm.
it was always
When you dump a thumb, it's
Yeah.
bad.
yeah,
Yeah. So when you dump a finger, it's not as bad.
yeah.
I'm not a professional archer by any means, but,
But you won a major
My-
contest just recently.
You are the best in
Yes.
Idaho State right
You
now.
are the best in Idaho.
in the bow hunter class.
In the bow hunter,
Yeah.
male bow hunter.
Yeah, male hunter class.
Yeah, we should have brought our belt buckles.
Yeah.
Damn
You
it.
should have.
Son of
Those
a
are on
gun.
our quivers. They're pretty
Next
looking
time.
pretty slick.
Next time.
But so basically, I shot with a couple friends. We went to Tamarack and did that mountain archery fest.
No,
And
Northwest Mountain Challenge.
Northwest Mountain Challenge, and they kicked my ass, and they're shooting wrist rockets.
He was
And the
also
course-
very hungover, but
Yeah, I got
we
real
were at
drunk
J
the night
Bud's wedding
before.
the night
Yeah.
before.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Open bar. Yeah, it was bad.
The hangover's not like a beta, just in calm me down. Makes
I,
it a little
I
more
thought
shaky.
it might, man.
He was white.
It was the course where you had to start at the bottom and then you ended at the top. So they call it
shit.
the Everest or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be rough.
But either way, they kicked my ass, and I had a really hard time that day with the thumb button. And they did really, really well with the finger, so I started playing with it again. Just kind of probably out of jealousy a little bit. Like, I got my ass kicked by them, who I normally beat them. You know?
Yeah.
And
Sorry, Maddie B.
yeah,
Diego.
so and so I started playing with the finger, and man, it was just the groups. Just I think learning how to run a hinge, and then learning how to run a thumb button, and then using the finger release at the same way, but using the finger release where you can kind of just come off that trigger a little bit when the pin swings, and then come back onto it when it goes back to the center.
Right.
I control it a little bit better. I definitely, the target panic, I can feel it. I can feel it coming back, and it's really hard to overcome.
Yeah, it's a constant
Yeah.
battle. Yeah, I've always said, I mean, I think the most accurate shooters are guys that can shoot either a thumb button or an index finger release and have essential control, because, I mean, there's no better shot than when the pen is on the target and the person has the ability to mentally capitalize at that moment and touch the trigger off, right? I mean, it is the most accurate. But for me, like, I'm just not as consistent. Like, I will shoot 5 arrows in a quarter, and then I will fling one 8 feet right. Do you know what I mean? And when it rears its ugly head, like, it's there, right? And I can't really ever predict it. So it's like, for me, I wouldn't say as pinpoint accurate with a hinge, but I'm more consistent.
Yeah.
And I mean, when I'm hunting, it's consistency is what I'm more worried about. It's like
Do you hunt with your hinge?
Yeah,
man.
I have for 10 years.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the biggest factors why you guys don't hunt with the hinge?
It's I'd say it's because of Jesse.
Yeah,
So
our buddy.
our buddy who's kind of got us into hinge, and he's the one that led the way for us on all this stuff. He told me a story where he was tracking an elk, and it was going, he's right-handed, and the elk was going left to right, and he was trying to execute the shot. It was only 30 yards, but I think as he was collapsing, he couldn't get the hinge to go off.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't get the shot opportunity because he couldn't get it to go off.
Sure.
And this guy is he's a top-notch shooter. He's one of the best in our area, hands down. And he couldn't get it to go off. And I was like, man, if he can't get it to go off, I ain't getting it to go off. So I think it's just more, And if I get antsy and dump a hinge, who knows where that arrow's going?
Probably in a tree.
Yeah.
You're probably
Yeah,
pretty
the hinge
safe.
it's an interesting thing, because I feel like I've made shots with a hinge that I know that I wouldn't have had the mental capabilities to execute that same shot with a trigger. I know I would have folded. I know I would have hammered the trigger as soon as the pin's housing hit the animal.
Yeah.
So I know for a fact that I've made shots, but I've probably missed some opportunities where a hinge isn't ideal. So it's not like, I mean, ideally you have the ability, like you're saying, to do both. Be comfortable with both types of releases.
Yeah, I haven't shot a wrist rocket in a hot second.
I haven't
Maybe
either.
back when I was 13, 14.
Oh, wow.
I haven't shot one in a long time.
The hardest part I have with the wrist rocket is anchor point. It's just finding
Yeah.
a consistent anchor point. It feels like it's always floating for me a little bit.
Yeah, it's the opposite for me.
Really?
Yeah, so for a thumb and a hinge, I have a really good anchor point, but the thumb, I have a really hard anchor point.
So what do you reference with a wrist rocket? Like, what do you use?
Knuckle into
Under
that,
your earlobe?
ear, yeah.
Underneath your earlobe?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and I've done that too. It just always feels like there are days I'll pull that thing back and I'm like, man, this is just not the same spot. Like, it just doesn't. Maybe if my face is crooked. Maybe that's what it is.
You do have a
Horse
horse
face.
face. Remember that? We're talking about
That's
that.
we do talk about that quite a bit.
He says
Horse
his eye to his lip because his peep's
I can
way
always,
taller than
my
mine.
peep is way taller than these guys, so I can always get more yardage out of my sight tape. Like,
No kidding.
I can get like 130
Horse
yards.
face.
No
Horse
issues.
face.
Yeah,
Holy
so I'm like,
smokes.
yeah, horse face.
That's got its benefits, huh?
yeah, not many, but one. At this point, it's
The
all I
important
care
one.
about, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah, I always have a hard time, though, finding an anchor point with that. That's interesting. Whereas, like, a hinge or a thumb button, I feel like I can split those two knuckles, with my jawline, and it just seems to, sit. So.
What wrist release you guys shooting?
I'm shooting a Carter Quickie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got the Spot Hog Wise.
Yeah,
Wise guy.
Wise
Wise
guy?
guy. That's right.
Yeah. I like that one because it folds up out of the way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I tried to shoot his Carter Quickie and I liked it, but it hit me in the hand a lot when I was just walking down to the target, and I was like, nope, can't do that.
Right.
Yeah. We've got those things set super light.
Yeah,
super
hot.
light.
Breathe on it.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Both
yeah.
of you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Like, what's the thought process in that? What is it about it that you like?
I don't know.
Because there's definitely a little command.
Go fast, don't die.
Go
I don't know.
fast.
Yeah.
Send it.
There's
You ain't
definitely
first, you're last.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think there's definitely a little command to it. Like
Mhm.
I talk like listening to Tim Gillingham. Like
Right,
he's not he's sending it. Like,
Yeah.
but he's got the mental fortitude and not everything else stays the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what it is. Is when I want it to go, I don't want to have to add a pound of pressure. I want to add an ounce.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so nothing gets influenced.
Right.
It's really interesting. I found that like adjusting the tension, even like my hands, right? Like I can increase the heat of that thing. Like I can make it hotter, but it's still at times it just feels like my body adjusts to it. Like if that pin floats off the target, it still feels like I just adjust. So it's not like it'll be hotter for like a practice session, but then it's like the exact same. I'll still stick at the same moments, you know. I'll still tense up my forearm. So yeah, it's interesting. I wonder if it's different. It must be different a little bit for a wrist rocket, right? I guess ultimately, if you want to get that thing off, you can.
Yeah. Oh, I do freeze up. I've had the same thing where I'm pressing, pulling that same thing with a hinge where you get that like you're trying to pull through it and you can't get it to go off and you let down. Like I don't know how you don't get a finger to go off, but on occasion I'm like it's just not going and I let down.
I'm gonna get a wrist rocket. I think.
Do it.
I'm gonna try it out.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's a struggle. I mean, it's good and bad.
Yeah, it's good. We watched the footage of me shooting my antelope with my thumb button.
What'd you do?
Oh my God, I
Pearl
hammered it.
Yeah.
Shit, there it is.
Well, like I got
off
drawn
and-
back and I shoot a nose button, and you can see me get settled. And like I set my nose on the string, like you see my front hand relax, like everything's good, and then my hand just goes like this. Like
See
just.
ya. How'd you hit? Good
Oh,
hit?
heart shot.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
drilled it.
Yeah, 16 yards, and he was just
It's
right
hard to
there.
mess up
Yeah, hard to
16
miss,
yards.
but he was like, "You can't do that on deer," and I was like, "I know, that was so bad." But it was my only archery tag last year. Well, I had a Utah deer tag, but I was just like, "Okay, nope, we're done with that."
That's why I'm glad I'm doing an antelope hunt. So I've never shot at an animal with a hinge. So I'm like, all right, let's
That's
get
a good first one.
let's get a
That'd be a good
layup
one.
in a blind on a water hole.
Good control.
Yeah.
20
Yeah.
yards.
Yeah.
Watch, I just fucking pull back and the thing goes through the top of the blind. Haven't done that in
Nah, man, the best thing about it is it just takes that thought process. I mean, I'm a broken record. I've told the same story 100 times, but I shot this bull one time when my housing, I remember it very clearly, housing hit the animal, and my mind is just screaming, now, dump it, now, now. But I didn't, and I think everybody has that feeling, when you first get to full draw, the animal's there, and he's like broadside, your mind is like,
You feel like
now.
you have to do it right now.
Yeah, and
you're
you
gonna
always
lose the opportunity.
Yeah. You always feel like you have to. You always feel like you have more time. It's really hard to maintain that shot process as soon as that housing hits that animal, I think.
Mhm.
So I feel like a hinge, it just delays that for me. And
Yeah.
it's like I said, I've made shots that I know I wouldn't have made otherwise. But
We talked about carrying, if we were going to hunt with a thumb button this year, we talked about carrying our hinge too.
Yeah.
And let them, make sure they hit together. And then if you had like a longer shot on
sure.
something.
Something control, like you
Yeah.
can kind of really get through it. And,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Versus a bull coming screaming in it, 15 yards.
Remember my
Right.
first bull that I killed with a bow, I don't even know if I looked to the peep. Like
Yeah.
it was
Just right
it was
on top of
15
it.
yards. I'm sure I just looked
Yeah.
back and just eyes
Right
wide
open.
open, just sent it.
Yep.
'Cause that was
That is the one good thing about elk. They are ginormous.
Yes.
You got a big target.
yeah.
Yeah.
It is helpful.
Yeah, I've got buddies. I've got buddies that have shot deer, and I've been the spotter, and talked to them afterward. What was it like? What'd you see? Where'd you hit? And they're just like, I don't know, man, blacked out. I have
That's
no
me
idea.
typically every time
Yeah.
blacked out.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wrote an article, kind of like 5 steps, just like 5 key things.
How to black out.
Yeah, how to
5
get
tips how to black out.
Start
1,
with a white claw.
White Claw.
Yes.
2, whiskey. 3, wine.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. I think you get some experience and you get some under your belt. It seems to kind of help settle your nerves.
Oh,
But then
yeah.
I think repetitions, just like
Mhm.
you're saying, the more times you've done it. I almost feel like in those shot opportunities when they present themselves, it almost has to be automatic for you. You have to have so many reps through your bow that, even though your nerves are just hammering, that it's like second nature.
Yeah.
That's why we shoot a lot.
Yeah, mule deer I killed a couple years ago with my bow. That's exactly like I don't remember looking at the footage. You can see I didn't put my wrist wrap around.
Mhm.
Like I didn't notice. I didn't notice at all. And I remember drawing back, and then I remember the arrow flying through the air. I don't remember setting my nose on the string. I don't remember centering my housing.
Mhm.
Nothing.
Yeah, all that has to be ingrained because
Yeah.
you've done it so many times that you just know, even if you're not thinking about it.
Right.
Yeah, that it you know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are filming most of your hunts, right?
Yeah. We're getting into it.
How's that going so far?
It's fun.
It's
Do you guys self-film everything?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
two of
just
you?
us two.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. It's fun. I really enjoy it. First couple ones were
We
struggle.
we learn things the hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah, every lesson.
I
The
hated,
hardest way.
Yeah, the first couple I hated stopping to film. Like,
Yeah.
I got to get this shot, and
Yeah.
break out the camera, turn record on. I hated it.
Yeah.
And then once you start editing and get the final product out, it was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
It's
It's
cool to look back
once
on
you
it.
start editing is when you really learn, like, oh, I need to do this shot. I need to
Yes.
do that shot.
We argue about that the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
does most of our editing. Like I
Mhm.
like to build like the storyline and like I'm probably
She does like the
the
base,
yeah.
and then I got to do all the fine tuning and all the technical crap.
Yeah. And then that's what we argue about the most.
How the hell do you guys have time to do all that shit? You guys got full-time jobs.
Yeah.
You guys
We don't sleep
work
much.
out,
We don't.
and then
Yeah.
edit. My God.
We don't sleep
We
much.
don't stop much.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
Lord.
We don't sit on the couch and like watch TV or like I don't know.
Yeah.
We stay pretty active.
Yeah. We
So.
have a couch and a TV, but
Just don't watch it.
no.
We watch The Office on occasion.
Yeah, off like
Love
one
The
episode.
Office.
We're like, okay, one episode, and we're like, okay, we're going to bed.
Dude,
Yeah.
I've watched every episode of The Office.
Oh.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm like
I don't know, 10 times.
6 or 7 times too.
You know the episode where Michael Scott goes up on stage and he's like in the salesman. He's like, "Hello, Vietnam."
Oh yeah, good morning.
So we were up on
Vietnam.
the
yeah.
stage today, and I'm like, should I say that? Should I go up there and say, "Hello, Vietnam"?
Did you?
I didn't.
Oh.
I was scared. I
You
was
were scared.
nervous.
He
We had no
folded.
one even watching us, and I'm like, Terrell and Brady and I are like, God, do we really have to do this? Like our voice is getting blown through the speakers, and so I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this, but there was no one there, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, and
Just-
if you're ever if you're insecure anyway and you hear your own voice.
Oh
it's
yeah.
it's-
I'm
there's
actually
nothing
gonna
worse than that.
hate this podcast because I'll be like, how do I fucking sound like?
Yeah.
Well,
Ugh.
that's me. I'm always like, yeah, it's been the same since I was 12. Just
Yeah.
never got deeper. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. It's just the way it is. At this
Yeah,
point, I
it
don't
does
care.
definitely take a second after you hear it a while. You're like, God damn it.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than hearing yourself.
It is the
Yeah.
worst.
The filming's the
is.
same way.
What's the motivation for filming your hunts, and like, what do you want to do with it?
It's fun to look back on it. Like we
Yeah.
just did that hunt with my dad and we filmed it.
Oh,
And
yeah, it's
like now I have that forever.
Right.
Because like one of us is gonna pass away at some point, and like
Mm.
the other person will have that memory and be able to be like, oh, remember when we did this?
Yeah.
yeah.
Roll it and
I think one thing when I was younger, like my first deer, I've got like one picture of him. That's
Yeah.
it. Like me and my dad behind my first deer. That's it. And it's a shitty picture that's way too far back,
Yeah.
kind of overexposed,
Mm-hmm.
And now we have pictures of everything we do, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
it's cool.
Looking back on that stuff, I've liked photography and videography since I was in like junior
Uh-huh.
high.
Gotcha.
So this was a good excuse to kind of get back into it. And we've always carried a camera around a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just kind of kept getting deeper and deeper down that rabbit hole. And
Yeah.
and then the other one is we've had a lot of help from forums and podcasts and everything else, learning learning the lessons the hard way, and then they share it, so we don't have to learn the lessons the hard way. We've learned a lot of lessons the hard way,
Yeah.
and we want to kind of pass it on and hope someone else doesn't have to learn that lesson the hard way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it definitely is cool to look back on.
That's my
Like I
favorite.
even do like this time of year, I'm like getting jacked up for
Oh,
hunting. And
yeah.
I go back, I'm like watching our old videos. Like I watched, Trail and Ice videos, elk hunting. I'm like, hell yeah,
You're like, it's
Hell
coming.
yeah, brother. We
Oh,
did
yeah.
it.
let's
Hell
fucking
yeah,
do
brother.
this.
Yeah.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah, brother. I
We're
love it.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it definitely it's like you remember everything. You start
Yeah.
remembering shit that you forgot
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like oh, I remember that, and
Yeah.
like stuff that wasn't even on camera.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, we're talking about this and
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's definitely nice to look back on.
Yeah, I think for me, like, I mean, I've solo hunted most of my life, and then since I started working here, we do the goHUNT originals, and like Neville's probably really the only other individual besides me and my oldest brother that I've really ever hunted with, But it is it's kind of annoying to have a camera guy with you.
Yeah.
You guys know what it's like,
Yeah.
right? It's just like you're saying, like those shots, but. Like for me, you guys don't have kids, but like for me to like be able to go home and then we have a goHUNT original come out and then the fall or whatever, like the Alaska caribou hunt that he and I did. I mean, it's really hard to tell somebody what that experience is like, but
Yeah.
now I have this like living 40-minute film where my kids can watch
Oh,
that
yeah.
and
Yeah.
kind of get that experience
And
with me. So
experience
it's-
it, yeah, like the way you did.
Yeah.
To a point, yeah.
She's
Yeah,
got
and-
some nieces and nephews that love
Right.
watching
Love it.
Yeah.
our stuff, and it's pretty cool
It's
to
cool
see
to
them
share that.
how excited they get about it.
Yeah.
So
It is really cool to be able to share that with your family and friends.
Yeah.
Trails kids always wonder why the hell he's always walking around in his underwear.
Yeah, they do.
Why are you naked on film?
They do get super embarrassed.
What the hell?
They're like, did you really need to take your pants off to cross that stream? And I
You're
was
like, yes, I did.
No, but I'm going to continue to do that.
Hey, sex sells, you know?
Yeah.
That's fine.
My favorite story is we did the Wyoming elk hunt, Neville and I, and we had to bomb out like day 5. And it was like, what, 90 degrees, 92 degrees, and I was like, I'm not wearing pants back in. So I'm hiking up the trail.
Full
and
No
It's like it's a 6-mile hike
it's
back
a 6
in,
mile,
and he's just in
all
his
uphill.
underwear.
I'm in my underwear with my backpack, and I'm bombing up this hill. And we haven't seen a soul for a week, right?
Yeah.
And come around a little bend in the trail, and here's like 2 of like your quintessential like Wyoming cowboys.
Oh.
I mean, horses the whole 9 with the pack string and everything,
yeah.
and like they were just like, what?
Dude, the horse freaked out. It turned the corner like he
It never seen
it started
something so
bucking,
wide.
and like the guy was like about to fall off. I'm like, Jesus
Yeah, it was
Christ.
terrified, and I was like, I know, it scares me also. Believe me, every morning I'm terrified.
I don't look in the mirror.
It was pretty funny, but they were like very nice about it, and then like you could hear them get down the trail, and they were giggling about it. I could
They're like, what is
laughing.
this, Brokeback Mountain?
Yeah.
Like 2 dudes,
Yeah.
one
Yeah,
one
2
is not
dudes,
wearing
right?
pants.
Exactly.
It's
That's
like, what's
yeah.
going on back there? We might not. Maybe they got too scared and they didn't come back.
Yeah, but my kids, they do like to give me a hard time about
That's
that.
funny.
And
I think
they're-
I might take a page out of your book one of these days.
Oh, you
Just
should.
hike without pants
Oh,
on.
Yeah.
why?
You're
Yeah,
going-
why
you're
would you
going
wear
first.
pants? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, beat the heat.
that's
Yeah.
the best.
I'll follow.
You'll follow? Oh, great.
Both of you, the 2 of you.
Hey, Nevada's hot. I
It's
promise.
Yeah.
pretty hot down there. I'm
It's
definitely not
very
going to
hot.
wear any pants.
I think we set a record. I think it was yesterday in Las Vegas. It was 120.
That's
Oh my
disgusting.
gosh,
Yeah.
How? How is that even possible?
that's gross.
That is an absolute scorcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even for Vegas.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah. 120.
That's gross.
Yep. But
So what other kind? You got a fun fall planned out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're busy as usual.
She's got the Nevada deer tag,
Yep.
and then
That's a big one.
Are you gonna try to film everything?
Yeah.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Right on.
I mean, whether or not a film comes out, it's hard
Yeah.
to say.
Definitely
Gotcha.
we've had some films that aren't never going to see the light of day.
Yeah.
But
You guys.
how do you guys decide which comes out and which don't? Get storylines, kills,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah, just all of it.
yeah, most of the time it's just not filming enough.
Yeah.
Like you get there and we just don't have enough to make a decent film out of it.
Right.
You know, we don't want to do this isn't a knock on anybody, but like the selfie, like
Sure.
Right.
looking into the cell phone and
Mhm.
using the finger to point out where the animals are.
Yeah.
So we try to keep it kind of a little higher quality.
Keep
and
it classy.
so if it's not,
I don't know if it's classy.
yeah, I don't know if it's classy, but
It won't be classy
Thi-
when she's walking
yeah,
around her
this
underwear.
fall, you
It'll be
guys.
classy.
oh, those are gonna be our best food films.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
I'm going to start an OnlyFans for bottomless hiking. Just hiking boots.
That should be your trailer, just a minute-long trailer of you just walking with your just dead silent, no music, nothing. Coming
Whoa.
soon.
I think we definitely should do that.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
good.
Then
Like,
all the
so
Idaho.
You have a YouTube channel? Is that what you do with your? I mean,
Yeah, we've only got only a couple films on there right now,
Yeah.
but we have both those elk hunts coming out in the next week or 2,
Cool.
and then we have the antelope film that was in full draw this year that'll be coming out in August as well. If
Yeah.
you didn't get to see it in full draw at least, but
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
so this year
Yeah, I
will
haven't
be
seen
good.
that. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's
I
called Dos Lopes. I don't know why people think it's Das Lopes. I'm like, do you know Spanish?
Dos Slopes.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
know
There's
Spanish?
an antelope on the thing, and I'm like, what do you call an antelope? What is like short for antelope? It's lope.
Yeah, we thought it was a great name until we started saying like.
And we're like, oh
yeah.
my god.
Sweet
Couldn't figure it
goes.
out.
What else?
Yeah.
There goes.
Yeah, like it's Dos Lopes.
Yeah, I remember that antelope film we did. But I remember Mather hit me up, being like, I don't know what to call this thing. Yeah.
Well, we were in Mexico. I was like, all right, I got the film name. I'm like, many beverages deep,
Right.
on the beach. And he's like, what? I'm like, Dos Lopes. He's like, no. And I was like, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's great.
That's
People
what we
will love
love.
it.
And then like
Yeah.
a week later, he's like, okay, yeah, I think that's pretty good.
So just here
And
with
then-
the next few weeks, then you'll have
Yeah,
some,
we have some stuff
more
coming.
content
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
This is perfect timing then.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
good
worked out
timing,
pretty
yeah.
well. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, check the
Yeah.
YouTubes.
Yeah,
There's
for sure.
Some things.
Just time to get amped up for hunting season.
Yeah.
Right on.
So yeah, her dad kills a giant.
Yeah.
He misses on the first shot.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, that's a miss. Just so everybody
Yeah.
knows.
Smokes a tree.
Yeah, I have to hand it to him though. Like he corrected quickly.
Yeah.
Like that's all real time. Like he made the adjustment, and like you can hear the adjustment, like him call out the adjustment, like on camera,
Yeah.
and he followed up and smoked him.
Yeah.
Like it was great.
It's funny too. It's in a burn, and you know how you can get lost in the trees
Right.
in a
Oh,
burn.
yeah.
Oh my God,
And so
yeah.
it took him a fair amount of time to find the bull in the burn and get
He
set up.
was hard to see.
I mean, yeah, he was.
But we had all the time in the world. That bull wasn't going
he's bedded.
anywhere. Yeah.
Some
So
of
he
the most
took-
impressive shots I've seen have been seconds where guys have missed a shot or like a complete screw up.
Yeah.
And then and then that's real pressure at
Yeah.
that point because
Yeah.
you essentially alerted the
Oh, yeah.
animal, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you could see like in the phone scope footage, he's like picks his head up, like he's about to stand up, and he just drills him.
Yeah, second shot was perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a good film.
What are you calling that one?
That's Full Circle.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dose bulls.
Dose. yeah, dose.
Keep it.
Dose shots.
Dose elks.
2 shots.
Those bullets.
Dose bullets. Yeah. Yeah. So we got that one. Someone's Full Circle, and then it's like a 2-parter because then I come
Yeah.
back and kill my bull without my dad because we just couldn't find another elk to
Yeah.
save our lives in like 6 days. So then we came back, and then it's Full Circle, the return.
nice.
Yeah. So it's just
Cool.
like a continuation of me trying to kill an elk.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, I don't know.
I think it turned out pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's fun.
look, just from like the pictures I saw, it looked like it was.
It was epic. It was
Yeah.
an epic hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, her
Those-
bull was wild. I
Yeah.
think we laid there for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, it was rough.
Something like that.
Yeah, we're gonna get a little shit with the shooting conditions, but
Well, the video makes it. It was snowing.
Yeah, it was,
and
like,
so
gnarly.
you could barely see the bull in the phone scope footage.
yeah,
So
but that's all right.
Hey, let the haters hate.
Yeah.
whatever.
Fuck those guys.
Fuck
There's
the
always
haters.
always gonna be
Fuck the
somebody.
haters.
You know,
Yeah.
here's the thing
The
about
trolls.
Yes.
I mean, we just put out a film, right? And Neville and his brother
Yeah, I
went
watched
hunting
that
in
one.
Wyoming.
Yeah,
That was a
Yeah,
good
and
film.
his brother hit a bull,
Mhm.
and they didn't find it. And
Shit
you know,
happens.
yeah.
It's hunting.
Man, and inevitably, you know, people. I hear both sides of it. People say, you know, we've got to be better as a hunting community. We can't just like farm it off and say, hey, that's bow hunting. And I get that to some
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
The thing that I don't think most people offer is that everybody's kind of like on their own journey, right? Not everybody's killed 20 bulls with their bow, so
Right.
that when they get within that scenario, that they're just, you know, they know the situation, they know they're automatic, right? Everybody's kind of on their own journey, and like, I just feel like I've said it before, but like I just feel like we need to be better about like allowing people to progress, offer people grace, and
Yeah.
100%.
you know, you say shit happens, and
Yeah.
like you can't say, you know, people say you can't just say that. Well, sometimes it does,
Yeah.
and especially for a new hunter, you know,
Yeah.
or you know, Josh, you know, that was the
Yeah.
first bull elk with a bow, right?
Yeah, second. Yeah.
Second.
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know, man. I don't think you can hold everybody to the same standard and say like you should have done this
Yeah.
perfectly. I mean, how can you do it perfectly when, you know?
Right.
Well, it's still a live animal
It's
with a
a li-
brain
yeah, it's- and it's
an
you know,
agenda. Like
yeah.
it's different.
Yeah, I just feel like as a community, I don't know, maybe it's just me getting old and sentimental, but like I feel like we just need to offer each other a little more kindness, a little more
Yeah.
grace. I mean, we're all trying to do the right thing,
Yeah, of
right?
course.
It's not like Josh or anybody for that
Yeah.
matter.
Nobody wants to lose.
Nobody's
an animal.
out there to
Yeah,
lose an animal.
no.
Yeah, this thing is like no one's out here doing this shit intentionally. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we want to wound shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
intentionally.
doing
Yeah.
the very best
Yeah.
they can in that situation to make
Yeah.
an ethical one-kill shot.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
guarantee you, nobody wants that animal more than the person behind the bow
yeah,
or the gun.
exactly. No.
Well, the
kidding.
thing that pissed me off is then people were like, "How can you then say like you care about animals?" And like,
Oh
you,
yeah.
Oh, my
Jesus.
it's like, what? It's like our goal at that time when he was shooting is like he thought 100% that it was going to be a good shot, and then when it came out, it just wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think what I think I hate more than anything is that like the hypocrisy of people wanting to like, if you didn't show that part of the film and you just had a film where you didn't kill any, didn't kill a bull and you didn't show that you lost one and someone caught wind of it,
Right.
you would have got shit for not showing that part of the film. Like, you got to show everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, why didn't you show that part of the film? People got to know.
Yeah.
And then when you show the bad shot, and then
Then you're gonna get
and then
shit
you're
for
gonna
it.
get shit
Yeah.
for the bad shot. It's
Yeah.
like everyone's like, oh, you shouldn't take that shot. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, you should prepare. You
Yeah,
should do.
for sure,
You should
for
do
sure.
everything within your power. I mean, if you value that animal, you should practice. You should do absolutely everything within your power to make the best shot you can, which people do.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Nobody's out there to screw up,
No.
right? You know, but it does happen, and it happens. I mean, I hate. I don't know how else to
Yeah.
say it, but it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People hate that answer.
I know
Yeah.
they hate it. I
But
know
it's
they,
probably
I
the
know they
best
hate
one.
it,
How
but
can we say that as a hunting community
I-
and then say that we care about animals at the same time? Well, I'm like, well, it sounds like you haven't been fucking hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know what
Because
it's
there's
like.
a lot of stuff that happens every time. I don't know why the hell it happens,
Yeah,
you know? It's
yeah.
Mother Nature. There's a lot of stuff that's out of our control.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can live with it if I feel like I've done my due
Mhm.
diligence. Like if I
Yes.
feel like I've put the time and effort, I've studied the equipment, I've shot my bow, you know, the thing's sighted in, you know,
Yeah.
I feel like I've taken a shot that I feel good about, and then I lose the animal, I can live with that.
Absolutely. It still sucks, but
it still sucks.
yes.
Yeah.
It still sucks.
It's
It
never
stinks.
easy.
It's never easy. And it, I hate the fact that happened. At the same time, I can live with it because I know I did my part, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I 100% agree. It's going to be a subject we have forever,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
as it becomes more, more pictures, more videos, more
Sure.
shown. Like it's going to be a conversation for the rest of our existence.
Yeah. And my advice for that film, if you start getting like hater comments, that
There's going to be some haters. Can you
yeah.
get on there
the
for
one
me?
thing that we found is just write them a big long paragraph.
Yeah.
If you can just get on top of them right off the bat and just like then people read through their comments and they see it again, it's like, all right.
Here's the
It's
best.
once you start stacking up the bad comments and people
Yeah.
and they're like, they start
Yeah,
getting jacked
yeah.
up like, fuck this hoe. This is fucking wrong.
Yeah.
If there's like no comment back, then it just
Yeah.
spirals out of
The
control.
best piece of advice I could give you is just an honest, polite reply.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't argue with honesty,
Yeah.
and if you
If you start an argument,
if you
people
start,
get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A polite, honest reply. I mean, what can you say to it?
Yeah.
And if they want to take it beyond that, so be it. But
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll show you guys the shot after this, and
Yeah.
you'll see what we're
Yeah.
talking
It's
about.
a little
I'm
rough.
stoked
It's
to
It's a
see
little
it.
rough, but like
It's
you
just
can hear us like confirming like over the camera, like okay.
Like it's
he's-
the whole thing. It's like the bull. She's like, facing right. Yep. Standing. Yep.
Yep.
Stop between the trees. Yep.
Like
Gotcha.
okay,
Yep.
all right,
I mean, it was
send
like-
it.
Yeah.
Like, is no question. Like,
Worked out. We got the bull.
Good.
yeah,
and
It's dead, so
He
what?
died
Yeah,
fast.
it's-
She
yeah.
put 2 good shots on
Yeah.
him, and he.
yeah, I mean, I shot
Died
a
in
bull in
sight.
Wyoming a number of years ago, and it was a 17-yard kind of a frontal, right?
Mhm.
And I remember in the moment, bull stops, full draw, pin sits, and I assess the situation, and you've got, split second, right?
Yeah,
To,
split.
to assess it. In my mind, this is a good shot that I can make, right? I've shot all year, execute the shot, bull goes down, and he goes down the hill, and immediately after the shot, like I had this like overwhelming feeling of like regret, like did I do the right thing?
Mhm.
Like did I make the right shot,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I was emotional, and I felt like, oh shit, I don't know, I don't know if I did the right thing. I very clearly in the moment remember, yes, this is a shot I can make,
Mhm.
and the bull go down, and he dies, right? And I had a lot of people say, you knew you shouldn't have taken that shot. It's not the case. Like in the moment with the pin, the
Yep.
bull, the
Yep.
assessment, you make the decision. It was the right decision, and the bull died.
Yeah.
So the bull lived. He went 100 yards
Yeah.
and tipped over dead. I think that after the shot, it's understandable. Like, there's an assessment, right? You have
Mhm.
time to think. Like, did I do the right thing?
Mhm.
And it's a moment's decision.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's what you like about hunting, to
Yeah.
be
Mhm.
honest,
Yeah.
right? It's a skill set you kind of develop and you work on.
It's a challenge.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
Yeah.
That's why you do it.
I think every time I release an arrow and hit an animal, I like instantly, I'm like second guessing everything
Right.
I did.
Yeah.
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 And I panic, like, oh, I don't know if that was a good shot. Like, I don't know. Bull goes down to 45 yards, and you're like, oh, that's a good shot.
Well,
Yeah, right.
yeah. Well, it means so much to you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think anytime you value something that greatly, and you release an arrow or a bullet into an
Mhm.
animal, it's heavy. Like
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Oh, yeah.
it's a
Well, something you prepare for all year for that
Yeah.
one
yeah.
split moment.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say like the person taking the shots, they're putting more pressure on themselves.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of people, outside looking in, maybe don't understand that. And they say, "Oh, you don't care about the animal." It's like,
Nobody cares more. I
Yeah,
promise.
I promise
you,
you.
the person pulling the trigger feels the most pressure
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
I promise you, I'm gonna carry that thing out on my back and
Mhm.
take it home and
Yeah.
process it,
Yeah.
and then put it in my freezer and then eat it all year. I
Yeah.
care a lot about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're gonna think
for
about
sure.
it.
Yeah.
All year long.
Yeah, every time.
the
So like
next
we always
year.
label like whose bullet was
Mhm.
and like
Well, you're gonna
year.
sit around a campfire, your
Yeah.
living room, and talk to your kids,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
whoever, tell
Yeah,
stories
yeah.
about it. I mean, that thing lives
Yeah.
on forever.
yeah.
Oh,
our
yeah.
our favorite thing is like feeding our friends elk
Yeah.
Mhm.
and like
Yeah, getting
this is
some-
Jess's bull. Like
My favorite's feeding people bear.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, he doesn't tell them what it is. Like, oh, it's delicious.
Here's some mystery meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really good. What is it? I want to tell you.
Yeah,
That's
mystery
bear,
meat.
the finest quality meat you'll eat.
We don't want to keep you too much longer, but we
Yeah.
appreciate you popping in.
Thanks,
and
guys.
Thanks for
spending
having
with
us.
us.
Yeah. You guys have any shout outs?
Yeah, plug your account. Plug what?
Plug our account. What
Yeah,
does that
you're-
mean?
Plug your
He's
your
old.
social media.
He's
I'm
old. Yeah. What is that?
Plug it.
Plug it.
Plug it. Yeah, that
Do it, do it.
sounds different. seems like it should
I
be
don't
said.
know. That's what Neville told me to say. He said
Plug
that's
it.
what he said
Just
that's
I
what
wrote
the
that in
kids
the
are
script.
doing.
Yeah, plug it. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's what
So
the
should
kids
that
are
be?
saying.
So should when I like hike with no pants?
Yeah.
Like, should that be part of it?
Yeah.
Just plug it. Okay. All right. Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so tell us, social media.
Oh, social media. It's just at Way Up West Outdoors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys are a
YouTube
fun
channel.
follow.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
We
We,
live a-
we really enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
We live a fun, adventurous life.
And check the YouTube, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the
YouTube too.
YouTubes. Yeah.
And you guys got a bunch of apparel.
Yeah, a little
We
bit.
got some hats.
Yeah.
They got a sweet T-shirt with Jess.
Jess is on
Oh
a shirt.
yeah,
Heart.
Jess on
Yeah.
a shirt. Yeah, that's
That's our first bowl.
Yeah.
Heart
yeah.
shot.
Heck yeah.
3-blade right through the heart.
Yeah, right through the heart.
Coors
what
Light
I'm
in the other
talking
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Yes.
Say no more.
Yes.
You got a website then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Same thing. Way Up West Outdoors.
That's mostly for the apparel.
Yeah, that's where you find the swag.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Good having you guys on.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us. It's fun.
Now it's time for burgers.
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's easy.
Yeah.